All right, remember Operation Ajay, launched by the Indian External Affairs Ministry to bring back safely any Indians who want to be brought back from this region. Remember, there are about 18,000 Indians who live within this region. I'll bring you more context, but the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, chairing a meeting today to review preparations for Operation Ajay, saying that the Ministry of External Affairs stands ready to assist our citizens in their return home. Again, around 18,000 Indians are currently residing in this region. Let's go to my colleague Siddhant, who brought us context on the last story too, for more context here too. Siddhant, some intelligence yesterday suggesting that the first flight would be leaving Israel with Indians on board it today itself. Is that accurate? Are flights being allowed to leave Israeli airspace? Bring us more context.
Perfect. So we are having a press conference late in the evening, where we can perhaps be given more details about this entire Operation Ajay. Right now, the review work is going on. In fact, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar is right now reviewing the entire operation, which has been announced by him last late night. Also, since I have spoken to people in the Foreign Ministry of Israel, now Israel is doing striking a barter deal with most of these countries from Europe and Latin America, that they have been told to bring the reservists back to Tel Aviv, and instead of that, in the same flight, they can take back their citizens. So that is kind of a barter which Israel is working on. I don't know whether the same arrangement has been made with India. In fact, the Foreign Ministry has also not confirmed to me that the same arrangement has been made to India. But this is a general format which they are following. I have sent in a request to Foreign Ministry here in India to get a confirmation that is there going to be reservists on the flight from New Delhi to Tel Aviv. Is India also a part of that barter deal that Israel is trying to strike with the other nations? Once we'll get more clarity on it, or we can rather confirm it for our viewers. But right now, 18,000 Indians are going to get evacuated, going to be rescued. Approximately, that is a number. The embassy in Tel Aviv is in touch with Indians. The control room have been set up by Ministry of External Affairs for Palestine and Israel. There are email IDs, hotline numbers, and the people can remain in touch with the government of India in terms of any help they need or any assistance they need, which government will provide to them. Back to you.
Can you just tell our audiences, Siddhant, our colleague Palki, who is right now live on the ground in Tel Aviv, was telling our audiences that a large part of this community has actually happily settled down in that region over the last few decades. So there are some who do want to stay in Israel live through this moment. Can you tell our audiences more about the numbers that we can expect to return home? Does the External Affairs Ministry have an understanding of that?
Yes, the ministry has a full understanding, and in fact, a lot of things were happening in the ministry, which was kept away from the media glare. They were preparing for the evacuations. They were talking to the Israeli government. In fact, they were in touch with the Indian community also there in Tel Aviv. So a lot of them have registered to return. So those who have registered will be brought back. The lines are still open. They can still get registered and can come back. It's going to be a long process. The operations at Tel Aviv airport, luckily, the operations at Tel Aviv airport are smooth. This is what MFA spokesperson has told me. But yes, again, there is a constant threat because of the missiles that are being launched from Hamas. But the authorities in Israel have assured full cooperation to the Indian authorities when it comes to the evacuation of people.
All right. Thank you for bringing us that context. Let me now take our audiences to different reactions that are coming in. Let's take a look at what the Indian ambassador to Israel, Sanjeev Singla, had to say. Take a look.
To our fellow Indian citizens in Israel, this is to assure you that the embassy is working constantly for your safety and welfare. All of us are going through very difficult times, but please do remain calm and vigilant and follow the local security guidelines. We are here to help you, and we thank many of you who sent so many messages of appreciation to us. We are monitoring the situation closely, and please stay tuned for any updates by the embassy. Jai Hind.
The Indian citizen back from Israel. there are around 18,000 Indian citizens in Israel, including 1,000 Indian students whom we love very much. The Indian business community that we love and respect so much contribute to our economy in a big way. Indian nurses and caregivers have become part of our families. The Israeli government is doing the utmost to assist the Indian embassy in Tel Aviv in Operation Ajay. We look forward to welcome all of you back in Israel once we win the war against Hamas, ISIS terrorists.
All right, and now we're going to bring you a number of different stories. First, ground reports coming in from my colleague Neeraj Kumar. He's one of our multiple reporters situated on the ground right now within Israel. He brings you this ground report on the level of destruction across different cities within Israel. Take a look.
उधर गाजा है, इधर इजराइल है। गाजा 42 किलोमीटर लंबाई में है और 6 से 12 किलोमीटर की चौड़ाई में। वो जो आपको धुआं दिख रहा है वो गाजा का हिस्सा है और यहाँ से गाजा और इजराइल के बीच की सीमा की दूरी जेरौत और उसके आसपास 1 किलोमीटर से 8 किलोमीटर तक है। लेकिन हम यहाँ इसलिए खड़े हैं, यहाँ पहले आपको दिखाते हैं बर्बादी का मंजर है। आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह से आगजनी बमबाजी की गई है, किस तरह से गाड़ियों को जलाया गया है। लेकिन सबसे पहले आपको दिखा दे कि यहीं से हज़ारों की संख्या में जेरौत करम आपको दिखाएंगे। ये जो पॉइंट है यहाँ से हज़ारों की संख्या में, यहाँ से इस पॉइंट से हज़ारों की संख्या में हमास के लड़ाके गाजा पट्टी से इधर आए और इधर रेम जो म्यूजिक फेस्टिवल का हम लोग जिक्र कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पर जब हमला हुआ सुबह में, वहाँ से भागते हुए बहुत से युवा यहूदी हज़ारों की संख्या में थे, बहुत लोग इसी तरफ से भागे। यहाँ की तस्वीरें अब नीचे की देखिए, किस तरह से पानी की बोतलें, शीशे यहाँ देख सकते हैं, ये हर चीज़ बिखरा पड़ा ही है। उस दिन के मंजर की तस्वीरें खाने का देखिए, कोई पिज़्ज़ा पार्टी से पिज़्ज़ा ले जा रहा होगा, यहाँ पार्टी से पिज़्ज़ा ले जा रहा होगा, खाना है और हर तरह की चीज़ें। यहाँ कुछ लोगों के कपड़े हैं जिन्हें हमास के लड़ाकों ने मार गिराया था, उनके कपड़े हैं। ये देखिए, ये किस तरह का मंजर था, किस तरह की तबाही रही होगी। हज़ारों की संख्या में थे, जो पेड़ थे छोटे छोटे, जो पौधे थे वो जले हुए हैं। यहाँ कार की स्थिति देखिए, इस कार में किस तरह से बमबाजी आगजनी की गई है, इसे उड़ा दिया गया है। इसके तस्वीर देख के आपको अंदाज़ा लग सकता है कि क्या रहा है। यहाँ देखिए कुछ खाने का सामान था, ये देखिए करम दिखाइए। हर स्टोरी मार्मिक है, किस तरह से भयावह बर्बरता, जो नरसंहार इजराइल की तरफ से कहा जा रहा है कि नरसंहार हुआ। यहाँ देख सकते पार्टी मूड में था, क्योंकि एक नोवा त्यौहार यहूदियों का चल रहा है। यहाँ आप देख सकते हैं ये सेव, कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स और फास्ट फूड, ये सब आपको यहाँ देखने को मिल रहा है।